Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Unconventional Outdoorsman. This is not the bait we're going to be using today. I'm going to teach you how to tie on one of the most simplest baits and one of the most effective baits, at least in the state of Missouri. Man, that light really adds some glare to the video, doesn't it, guys? Yeah, happens when you're broke and you can't afford a new GoPro, so you gotta use your iPhone. Midnight, come here. But hey, as soon as the lakes thaw out, we will be getting back to fishing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna tie a Texas rig. Midnight, get over here. He's my puppy. You wanna see my puppy? Let's show you my puppy. Okay. Midnight, hey. Here's the little puppy. Where is he? Yeah, I'll be making a video about his story. Pretty cool. He's pretty cool. We rescued him from a nice little foundation that's in St. Louis, about 40 miles from where we live. So yeah, that's my puppy. Sorry. Squirrel brain, excuse me. So Texas rig, yeah. What are you gonna do? I'm using this line right here, Fluoroclear 15-pound polymer fluorocarbon coated line. Bougie, I know, yeah. Okay. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna take a 1/4 ounce bullet weight. These ones are stainless steel. Use whatever the heck you want to do. I've also got some of these that I was gonna use, but I'm not a big fan of Carolina rigs. I'm sorry. I just haven't used them too much. So you put it in like that. That is the proper way to do it. So you basically want it, it's a bullet weight, so it kind of looks like a bullet. So assume that this is like the trajectory of a bullet coming out. You want the top to be facing up. So you've got that. Now, you've got your hook. I'm using a 4/0 EWG bass hook. This is good for just about everything. Woo. Okay, so you take this line, man, you have to use thick enough line on this camera, so you put it through there. Okay, there we go. And I like to pull out a good bit because you can always cut off extra. I mean, we're not living frugal here. You really can't live frugal and be a fisherman, especially when you post your stuff on YouTube, because I haven't made a dime yet. But hey, that's enough. So you want to wrap it around the line. I do 6 or 7 times. This is an improved clench knot. This is the easiest knot, the most anyone can learn. It's one of my favorite knots. It's one of the most effective. And I have a modified version of this that I use for braid line, which I will show in a different video. So you're gonna pull like that. You're gonna tighten. And that is like perfect. So you see that? You want it to, and you want to pull on it just a little bit. That's perfect. So you've got a tag end here. This tag end is perfect. I prefer mine to be a little bit longer because if you get on that nice sized bass, it's gonna pull this line so tight, and it's actually gonna probably pull that out. But it's probably got enough line in it to stay where it is. But that's a good hook. Also, when you're out on the lake or whatever in your kayak, I kayak fish a lot. I'll be making some videos about that this spring. So what you want to do is always check your hook. Because I was on Table Rock Lake, one of my favorite lakes in the Ozark Mountains. It's a really good lake, got some amazing smallmouth. And I was fishing for 6 hours straight, and I was missing hook set after hook set. I was like, what in the world is going on? And you know what it was? My hook was bent back from a rock or a tree. So always check your hooks, because it can save you tons and tons of time and frustration. So, what we're going to tie on, you may ask. Going to use some big bite baits. These are like, little swim baits. You could use a like jig head for swim baits for this, but hey, I like using a regular hook because it saves me money. So this is like a nice little yellow shad color. That would be pretty good most of the water here in the summertime, or right around now too, because we just got done with a lot of flooding here in this part of Missouri. So what you want to do is do weedless. Everybody loves talking about weedless, right? Yeah. So you're gonna put it through there, just like this. Okay, there we go. Don't cut yourself, Ethan. You're gonna push up. Now what I like to do is like that. And the cool thing about this bait, it's got ribs here. They can spread apart and put the hook in. There we go. So you want to make sure it's evened out right there. And you're gonna put it there so it's flush with the body. And the idea of this thing for you guys and gals out there that are new to fishing. Yeah, that's not good. I messed that up pretty good. But hey, that's why we do it on YouTube, right? So you all can see my failures, I guess. So you got it like that. Man, I'm taking forever. So you've got it flush with the body like such. And you can, the goal is, when the fish bites down on that, it's going to push this down and hook into their mouth. I didn't believe in that for a long time, but it proves to be pretty darn effective. So, you've got your bait here. Where's my weight? You've got your 1/4 ounce weight. This will catch you about just anything you want to catch in the state of Missouri or most of the Midwest, whether that be bass, carp, or anything. I've caught drum on that. I've caught all kinds of stuff. So the rod I use that on is my Abu Garcia Viterra with a reel that is black max, I think, or no, Revo X. Yeah, it's a black reel. So I've got that on there, and I will be making another video here shortly. And let's just do it right now about how to properly tune your rod. So you see this? Oh man, I'm trying to do two things at once here. So you've got that. See how it's not moving out? It's moving out just perfect, almost. So you've got these two little knobs here, which I'll bring up to the camera. You've got this knob right here. This is how you tighten and loosen how much you want your line to come out. Or for like, if you have a different way to bait, like a lighter bait, you want it to be tighter. Heavier bait, you want it to be looser. Makes sense? Okay. So, with this, let's take a look at it one more time. That's just about perfect, but let's screw it up. Let's go really loose. And see that? That's what you don't want. That's how you get a big old whiplash. Nobody wants a whiplash. Midnight, no, you cannot eat a fishing lure, buddy. It'll hurt your mouth. That's still too fast. Quit it. That right there is perfect. You want it to be almost like a very slow drop. That's too much. Because if you get too much, you can get a whiplash also. Perfect. Okay. That's as good as we're going to get today. Awesome. Well, there you go, everybody. That's how you tie on a somewhat successful Texas rig, weedless Texas rig at that. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.